What's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I am super excited to bring you a video on the NUU Mobile G3. That's the NUU G3. This is a brand new phone, and it's one of the best phones you can get. That's what they quote, and we're gonna find that out here for under $200. This thing actually packs quite the punch. It's got an octa-core processor. It carries almost every single CDMA GSM band you're going to need or want to use. It's got a freaking fingerprint scanner on the back of it, just like where it is on LG and Pixel phones, such as the Nexus and the Google Pixel. It's got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. It uses Type-C to charge, and it supports fast charge. It's got dual SIM cards, which we're going to go ahead and put 2 SIM cards in it. It's got a front megapixel and dual rear-facing cameras. And then that 5.7-inch HD Plus display. So this is super exciting. This phone actually is quite a powerhouse for something that they're claiming is just $200 or less. So this is quite exciting. Let's experience this together, shall we? So there's the box, and then we need to go ahead and open this up. We're using our SIM card tool. I don't know if it's going to be a SIM card I got to eject with the tray or not, so I have it here with me. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Oh man, this is exciting. The specs on this remind me of the G4 Plus, something that's costs even more than $200, but not that much more. And it's just so good. Like, it just sounds amazing. So we've got the SIM 2 and the SIM 1. So SIM plus micro SD card or 2 SIMs. Okay, so you have an option. You can either go with 2 SIM cards, or you could throw in a 128 gig max size SD card. In case you're curious about that, it is officially 128 gigs max and a SIM card or 2 SIM cards. So the option is yours. One thing I want to include real quick is if you're someone that has a business where you carry 2 phones around, you could have your business phone in this slot and your personal phone in this slot and have all the calls being forwarded to your business SIM card and all your data and stuff being sent to your personal SIM card. So if you have a work phone, you can have both phones in one phone essentially, which is pretty awesome. But if you're not crazy like me, and if you need to have an SD card and you don't have 2 different SIM cards, you just use this slot right here for your SIM card, and you take your SD card and you put it in this slot right there. So that's how that works. And then your phone's going to say, hey, your SIM card changed. Do you want to route everything through just one SIM card? Also, the hole is here to the left on the phone. So the tray is a bit weird. You can see that's to the right there. So we don't want this to fall out. So we'll just flip the whole phone around and do it this way. And then we'll turn the phone on, and I'll show you what happens when you change all your stuff around like that. So go to settings, go to SIM cards, and you can see we're no longer using that second SIM card. That is empty, and our SD card is in that slot. So that's pretty awesome. Everything is going through just that one SIM card. And then under storage, you can see we're using 13 gigs of storage. We have 64 total, and we have a 32 gig SD card in there. Of course, it supports up to 128. I just don't have one of those available. So you can throw your humongous files on your 128 gig and keep all your apps on your internal so they load faster. And then all the videos and pictures you take can go on your SD card instead of the internal. You've got the dual cameras there, the 13 megapixel and the 5 megapixel. Your flash, your fingerprint scanner, which is in a perfect spot. Maybe a little bit lower would have been better because that is pretty close to the camera bump. But, well, the camera bump is really kind of not there. Look at that. No, not really a bump there. So there's some more stuff there. You got the fingerprint scanner on the back. You got 4G LTE. You've got a 5.7-inch 18:9 ratio. Interesting. And then the 1440x720, the octa-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. That's 32 is not enough for me. 64 is the sweet spot. I can fill up 32 pretty easily, but 64, that's a lot harder for me to fill up. And then you've got the 13 megapixel front camera. Is a one hell of a selfie camera there. And then you got the 2 cameras on the back. And it has a 1-year limited warranty. And it's unlocked phone, meaning you can use it on any network. So let's go ahead and peel off all this stuff. Very nice. I was wondering if I was going to have to peel that off separately, because that's like the information you need to like activate your phone if you're using a carrier. They had to call the carrier and give them your numbers and stuff. So let's see what else we have in here. We have a little case. So it comes with a clear case by default. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Just enough protection to keep from scratching up the stuff on the back there. That is a pretty cool thing there. And I like it. You can see the little crosses in between. Yo, so that's specifically on the case itself. Awesome. Very cool. And it looks so nice. This honestly feels like something you would spend several $100s on just by the way it feels and the way it looks. That's awesome. And then we have the charger here, and it uses a USB-A to Type-C. And then you're barely going to be able to see that, but that's 5 volts at 2 amps. So it does support fast charging, but I don't think this charger will give you fast charge. We'll find all that out. I have something that will fast charge it. And then we've got our USB-A to Type-C cable there. We have our SIM card ejector tool, which is included in the box. And then we have a Type-C to headphone. So, okay, that does suck. That does suck. I mean, Apple's doing it, and other companies are doing it. I don't know why they felt the need to do it as well. I mean, how hard is it to add a jack to a phone? I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't understand it. Nothing against NUU. I just don't understand why companies are neglecting the jack. So now you have to choose between charging your phone or using a headphone jack or getting Bluetooth that you have to charge the Bluetooth headphones as well. I just don't support that decision at all. All right, let's take a look at the SIM card setup here. Oh, that is a deep one. I'm going to need that SIM card tool actually. All right, so now we're in business. That is one heck of a freaking length there. My gosh. So there's the tray. There's your two options. Throw in two SIM cards or throw in a SIM card and a micro SD, which is going to be most people's option. But let's go ahead and throw in two SIM cards and try that out. Never used two SIM cards in a phone before, so this is going to be quite interesting. Oh, I see. So it can go in this way if it's a micro SD, or it goes in this way if it's a interesting. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's try that out. Oh, those SIM cards look different. Interesting. One of those was in my Note 5, and one of those was in my Note 8, which I gave back to T-Mobile and went back to my Note 5. And one of those was in my Pixel. So let's put this in there. And let's turn this phone on. Again, that looks very premium. Just by the look of it and the feel of it. It's $200, man. $200. And it's got specs that me as a nerd who wants good performance, it's got specs to make someone like me very happy. And for just $200, there's just, if it works as good as I'm thinking it's going to, then there's just no reason to spend a whole lot of money on a new phone. Let's go. Check that out. You can actually choose the SIM card you want to use for cellular data. How freaking awesome is that? Let's go with this one. Oh, and then the next one is like, which one would you like to use for calls? That's so awesome. And then a text message. Oh my gosh. That is pretty awesome. I've never used a dual SIM phone before. So let's go ahead and start fresh as a brand new phone. You can see our other signal there. Let's choose the Wi-Fi. So I'm assuming most people are going to use the SIM card and the micro SD card because that's the normal thing to do. But I happen to carry a couple phones on me most of the time, so I was able to snatch up a couple SIM cards. It's even got the little like things to let you know there's activity going on, up and down arrows, and the little thing there, if you can see that. That's pretty cool. All right, so we signed into our Google account. And we are getting almost there. We're not going to, go too much over the phone because I want the review to be able to contain some things. But that's pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and add a fingerprint. And let's do a pattern. No thanks. So we got our pattern set up. Let's go ahead and add our fingerprint here. So just go ahead and lift it up and down a few times and get through this process. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Let's add one more in case I need to use my other finger to unlock it. Like I got my other hand full or something. Let's go ahead and add that. Oh, that's going even smoother than the first time. Nice. Back up. Help apps find location, improve accuracy, send system data. Agree. Next. Let's give Google Assistant some things here. And we're almost there. We're almost there. All right. So it looks like it's... I like the background. That looks awesome. So, but the apps by default, nothing I have put on here. I'm going to turn the brightness down so it looks a little better in the camera. Okay. So we got calculator, calendar, camera, Chrome, clock, most of your apps. This one's ETWS. Don't know what that one is. It has an FM radio. How freaking cool is that? That's so awesome. Let's see. It's very simple. Look at this. Look at that. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. So SIM toolkit. You choose your SIM card. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. SIM toolkit is not ready or unsupported. So don't know why, but yeah, that's really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna download an app real quick before I end this video. Again, this was just the unboxing. That's all it is. Unboxing, first look, very simple video. And we're gonna go ahead and take this Anchor cable and our Anchor power bank here. This is the Quick Charge 10,000. And then we're gonna go ahead and open up this app. Update our Google Play services, dang it. All right, we updated our Google Play services, so let's see if we can get some information here. It says not charging. Let's go ahead and connect our Anchor battery bank here and see if we can get some decent speed showing up. Type-C is awesome. If you're buying this for a kid, or somebody, my daughter with micro USB, she'll just like keep trying. Like, oh, doesn't fit. She actually broke the charging port on her Moto G4 Plus. She broke the charging port. So now I gotta go buy a charging port, take her phone apart, and swap it out. With a Type-C cable like this, it doesn't matter if you put it in this way or if you put it in this way. No matter which way you put it in, it's gonna fit. And that's awesome. That's what you want. Because if you got a kid like mine, you don't gotta worry about them messing the charging port up. Okay, so it's not able to grab the rating. Might be the chipset or something, but we're unable to. You can see some information there, like that it's an Android 7.1. All right, so I'm unable to measure it, but it does say that it has fast charging, and this battery by Anchor, which I can link in the description, supports fast charging. So that's awesome. That is pretty exciting. In the description below and at the end of this video, you're going to see an option to view the review of this video, which I will have posted in a week or so. By the time you're seeing this, both will be live. I will have links to the review in the description below. And if you're coming from the review, I'll have links to the unboxing and you can watch both of them and see my opinions of this device. And I'm someone who likes having fast phones and likes things to load quickly and being able to store apps. Maybe I don't use them all the time, but there's, I want to not have to worry about deleting apps. And 64 gigs of storage and 4 gigs of RAM and an octa-core processor. This thing, in my opinion, should be a beast. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not doing so already. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out.